everybody, it's Star with Large Lads, and I'm doing another tier list with you guys. So today this is going to be a solo tier list, and I'm going to be ranking the provinces that I want to see Elder Scrolls 6 in. So it's Elder Scrolls themed. We haven't done an Elder Scrolls video in a while. I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. We're going to jump right into the list. Right before that, I'm going to say, if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, so subscriptions are huge. And if you want to support our game, Winterreach Emporium, please wishlist the game. We're kind of scrambling for 2,000 wishlists right before the October 13th Next Fest. So that would be a huge help. Every wishlist is getting us closer and closer. We're almost at 1,000 at this point. So 1,000 to go. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first one that we have is Akavir. And I think Akavir is cool in theory. My thing is that there's just so much cool lore in Tamriel that leaving it just seems like a waste. So this might actually be one of my least favorite options for Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I'm going to say D tier. I just think that there's so many opportunities in Tamriel just to explore new lore. Jumping over to Akavir would be a bit of a waste, I think. I'm going to put it at D tier. I know some of the lore about Akavir, but it's just not as cool to me. So we're going to go D tier. Okay, next is Black Marsh, which I'm a notorious Argonian hater. But also Black Marsh... It's cool. You know, one of the cool things about Elder Scrolls is like most of the provinces feel like it makes sense for there to be like kind of like that melting pot where there's like different races everywhere. And I think Black Marsh is one of the few that seems strange to have different races of people all over it. Also, to my knowledge, it's pretty like geographically undiverse. Like it's pretty much all a swamp. I could be wrong, but it's pretty much all a swamp. So I kind of also don't think that it would be the most fun to explore. But is Black Marsh D tier? Is it as bad as Akavir? Would I rather have a game in Black Marsh or Akavir? I think it's actually D tier. Okay. Next up is Cyrodiil. So... See, would I normally had it lower because it kind of just seems like we're like rehashing something old, but you know, actually, it would be rehashing something old, especially. Sorry about the yawn. Especially with the Oblivion remaster I've been playing. I kind of just wouldn't really want to play it. But if I had to rank it based on all the continent, oh yeah, it's probably C tier actually, right? I just don't want to go back here right now. Maybe the next one would be cool, but I've kind of got my fill of it so far, so I'd like to go explore somewhere new or somewhere that hasn't been touched in a longer time. Cyrodiil will be C. Next up is Elsewhere, which I'm, obviously I'm a huge Argonian hater. I'm a big Khajiit lover. And it is a little bit more diverse, where they have jungles in the south and deserts and badlands in the north, which is pretty cool. It would be really cool to explore. I do think that it would suffer from like the homogeny issue, where it's like it kind of doesn't make sense to not be a Khajiit in Elsewhere, in a way. Is it good enough to be B tier? It's a real toughie because there's lots of good ones coming up. So could it be B tier? I'm going to put it in B tier. I think it's a low B tier probably, but Elsewhere would be cool. All right, next. This is Hammerfell. And I'm not sure what my pick is if I had to pick one province. My real hope is that it's in Hammerfell and High Rock. So sorry, spoilers alert on my list here, but Hammerfell, if I had to pick one, probably would be Hammerfell. I think a big, I think that in Skyrim that the geographic kind of diversity, where it's not all snow and mountains, really is like really helps the game, because like you go to like the Rift and it's like very lush and very nice, and then same with Falkreath, but then you could go to like Winterhold, or if you go to like the I'm losing the name for it. Oh, the Reach. If you go to the Reach, it's all like a cragland. Like I really like the geographic diversity, and I think Hammerfell actually has more geographic diversity than most provinces. So Hammerfell is my S tier. And on that same note, I really want the next Elder Scrolls to be Hammerfell and High Rock, but High Rock would be my number 2. I think as far as unexplored provinces go, they're the 2 best. They have lots of geographic diversity. They have just like probably at least Hammerfell probably has like some of the coolest lore of all the provinces, and High Rock's not far behind it. So Hammerfell and High Rock. Okay, and next we have Morrowind. So of the explored provinces, well, I don't want to say explored, because obviously like the early Elder Scrolls games, but of for me, like the Elder Scrolls generation that I even think of is like Morrowind on, because that's what like the games become the games that we know them today. So when I say that, but anyway, the explored provinces, not including the ESO, I guess, so that's another good point. A tier. Morrowind is so cool. I would actually, Morrowind, the game is so old that I would really love to go explore the province again with like modern graphics and modern limitations. Okay. Yeah, and I just think like the kind of the Ashlands kind of like climate and stuff like that is just so cool. So that's gonna be my A. Morrowind. All right. Next we have Skyrim. I don't want to go back to Skyrim right yet. It's probably behind Cyrodiil. Actually, like a Skyrim 2 with like a sequel, and like I get to know what happens, and maybe like there's like exploration into the other provinces would be really cool. But that's like a really specific circumstance. But I would put Skyrim C for obvious reasons. We just played Skyrim. I still play Skyrim. I don't really need new Skyrim. I have modded Skyrim. I'm gonna put Skyrim over Cyrodiil though, just because I probably would rather have a continuation of Skyrim's story than play a new Cyrodiil one. Next is the Somerset Isles, and these are cool. They do have that homogeny issue. But I don't think it's as... I think Elsewhere is better. I'd rather go play in Elsewhere than Somerset. Honestly. It's just more appealing to me. It's almost probably kind of arbitrary. It's probably just personal preference, but I'd rather play in Elsewhere than Somerset. And then I think we're jumping onto Valenwood now, which is the last one. And I would say, a lot of people lump in, say like Hammerfell and High Rock would be their best Elder Scrolls 6. I agree, but my second best one would be Elsewhere and Valenwood. But I don't like them much on their own is the issue. I would put Valenwood behind Elsewhere. I think Elsewhere would just be more alien and just have so many cooler kind of geographic areas. But I will say I did actually think that the Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be Valenwood for a long time. There was like a leak back in the day, and it had a whole bunch of stuff right on it, and it had Elder Scrolls 6 Valenwood. So I actually did think that Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be in Valenwood until kind of recently. I'm pretty sure it's not, but yeah, okay. I feel good about this list, actually. This is actually probably exactly how I would rank all of these. Sometimes you do a tier list and you go through, and then at the end you're like, oh, I hate this list, but I actually like this list. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know what your favorite is. Let me know what your favorite is, especially if it's not Hammerfell or High Rock, what you think the next Elder Scrolls should be and why. Well, just tell me. You got to tell me why. But with all that being said, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I know this was a short one. All of our tier lists are always super long. It's Sunday and I just woke up and football's coming on, and I figured I would rather give you guys a video than not. So I just thought of something I can rank really quick that might be fun to watch. And this was it. Check out the dog in the background. And then lastly, Winterreach Emporium. The demo will be here for Next Fest on the 13th. So if you've been looking forward to that, check it out. And like I said, we're trying to hit 2K wishlist before the 13th. So please wishlist. The Steam link will be in the description. And have a good day, everyone. Bye.